Alright, fellow Vikings, welcome back. This time, shh, he doesn't know. Okay, so the reason why I tell you she doesn't know is because I, at the moment, am in Richard's hammock. And he would be so upset and threaten to take it down like he always does if anybody besides him gets in his hammock. I'm hoping that he doesn't take this down after he sees this video, because right now he's inside eating lunch. So he has no clue that I'm in here, although I'm sure he has a slight, a very, very slight feeling that I'm probably going to be in here. But the reason as to why I am actually in his hammock right now is not to irritate him or make him mad, but because right here is pretty much one of my favorite places to be. And I don't mean that as in actually sitting in his hammock, although it is very, very comfortable and it's perfect on sunny days like today. But it is because where his hammock is right next to where he dug that pond that he dug not that long ago. And that pond is one of my absolute favorite places to be because, well, for one, it's next to a whole bunch of lettuce and everything, so if I really felt like it after the lettuce starts growing a little bit better, I could come and sit in his hammock and just kind of steal pieces of lettuce and have a salad while sitting in his hammock. But one of the biggest reasons why this spot is my actual favorite place on the property as of right now is because the pond has bullfrogs in it, and it's got roughly 4 or 5, I think 5 adult bullfrogs, and you can hear them every night, and it's just so peaceful. Like, yes, bullfrogs are very, very loud, but it's relaxing to hear, especially when you live on a homestead. It's amazing. Like, I love hearing the frogs, I really do. And unfortunately, right now, I don't see any of them, but it's probably because it's too bright out and they're probably just under the water or something. But a lot of the times, they end up just kind of hanging out on the edge with their body still in the water, but you can see their heads. And there's been quite a bit of times where I've came over here and checked on the pond and I've accidentally scared them. I mean, I don't mean to scare them, but I do. But because of the bullfrogs, we have a ton of frogs. We have a very large amount of tadpoles in our wet weather spring that Richard dug down deeper. And so we've got a ton of itty bitty baby bullfrogs running or jumping, sorry, not running, they can't run, but they jump all over our property right now. And it is so fun and exhilarating to see them jumping everywhere and know that we have them here. I love frogs. It is my brother's favorite animal are frogs. So it reminds me of my brother being able to see all these frogs. But there is another reason as to why I really like his hammock and the pond, and that is because we have garlic growing next to the pond. And it's not regular garlic, it's elephant garlic, and give me a second and I'll walk over there and I'll show it to you. Okay, so right there was where I was just laying. I walked down this way. Then there's the pond, and while I was walking, I accidentally scared a frog into the pond. Dang it. Oops. Sorry, frog. So right here is the pond. Make sure I don't step on any food. And then right here, and I started weeding it yesterday, and I'm not completely done with it. I've got the majority of it done, but not all of it. There's still some garlic over there that I need to weed around, and right here, I think, as well. But this is our elephant garlic, And we got this elephant garlic last fall from the neighbor. Here, I'm going to sit in the shade, see if I can't see everything a little bit better. Hold on, you guys, sorry. Okay, yeah. So that is elephant garlic right there, and back there as well. And like I just said, we got this last fall from our neighbor, and they have been growing it for over 10 years, which is really awesome. It is elephant garlic. We're not going to be able to harvest it for another year to 2 years because we want it to have enough garlic that we will be self-sustainable on it. And Richard and I eat a lot of garlic. So if we wait a little bit longer, there's going to be a lot more than there would be right now if we just harvested it right now. The girls come over apparently numerous times a day and they eat the little leaves right here. Oh, you can't see my hand, sorry. Here, I'll show you this one. This one's better. They eat the garlic leaves right here and everything because it has that very mild flavor of garlic. They were supposed to help me weed since they're the ones eating it all, but I kind of took over yesterday, so that didn't really work all that much. But let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, around 10 or 11 things of garlic right now over here. And we have a different variety of garlic here on the property that is planted over by the other pond, the wet weather spring pond. And that is over there so that I remember what garlic is what, because that was store-bought garlic that started to sprout and I planted it, so it's not next to our elephant garlic. But yeah, it's pretty awesome in my opinion. And I'm going to show you guys something that Richard showed me yesterday while I was doing all of this, and that would be this. So this is their genitals, I guess, which is pretty awesome. They kind of look really neat. And not all of, oh yeah, I guess all of them do. All of them have their genitals right now, so it's going to be making even more garlic for us because they're going to be self-pollinating or whatever, however garlic works. I'm not entirely sure, to be completely honest. I have never done garlic before, so it's going to be pretty awesome next year or the year after when we harvest. And for me to know that this was grown on our property, I think you should try and grow as much food as you can to make yourself sustainable as much as you can, regardless if it's just like a couple plants or a ton of plants or whatever have you. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the garlic that we have and explain as to how we got it and everything. And I'm pretty excited to be able to harvest it next year or the year after. It'll probably be the year after. That way we know we have enough garlic. But I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of all up to Richard. He's the one that tells me what to do in the garden, and I do it most of the time. So, yeah. Alright, well, bug. Now that I showed you guys one of my favorite spots on our property to be, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I kind of want to know where your guys' favorite spot in your garden or even on your homestead is, and why you like it. I think it's really important to have a favorite spot on the homestead or in your garden, but that might just be me. But it's definitely very relaxing to be able to come sit here in the hammock and just relax and listen to the frogs and enjoy the nature here and know that this is our little slice of amazing, awesome homestead. But yeah, so I have no clue when he's gonna be done eating lunch, and since I'm back in his hammock again, I think I'm gonna let you guys go so I don't get yelled at about being in his hammock and he doesn't take it down. Cause, well, that wouldn't be fun for anybody. And he's being selfish for keeping the hammock for himself. Rude husband. Anyways, I hope that you guys like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.